Well, good morning, everyone, or good day, whatever time you see this video. I'm Bobbie. This is Bobbie Reads Tarot, and today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're not going to look at political tarot. We're going to look at what's going on with the earth, okay? And what I'm talking about, this is going to be more of an esoteric, spiritual video. So if that's not your thing, then, you may want to skip this video. But if that is your thing, then I want to look at this shift that's coming. So there's some big stuff that's coming, you guys. And a lot of people have been predicting it. I've been feeling it. And I just want to look at what is coming, okay? Like I talk about that shift, right? We're shifting from the 3D to the 5D. Right now we're in this process of basically the timelines splitting, and there are some people that are going to go this way, and there are some people that are going to go that way. And it's going to be a very different experience depending on which path you choose. And that's why I always tell you guys, when we're looking at political tarot and there's things that can make you nervous or scared, I'm always like, you guys, go spend more time raising your vibration. I always talk about that because it's so important, because you choose which path you take. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to look at what we can expect, in this new changing earth, transitioning from the old earth to the new earth. I really feel like it's from now through like 2026. So I want to look at what we can expect. Okay. And we're going to do the Queen of the Moon Oracle. This is going to be just like a little bit different vibe video. But I'm really feeling called to do this. So I'm like, let's do it. So we're just going to let the universe kind of guide this reading, just kind of tell us where we're going. So we're going to go with it. As always, these readings are for entertainment purposes only. Don't go, do anything crazy based on these readings. All right, you guys. And energies change and things flux. So things that we see in this reading could change. Specifically, I'm thinking like timelines could change. And it's just because, people have free will and choices are made. Different choices are made all the time. Every time a country has an election, it changes the timeline because choices are made. So just know that when we're looking at this, okay? All right. And we're just going to, like I said, I don't know how many cards I'm going to pull or where this reading's going. I'm just going to let Spirit kind of take me where we're going. All right. The Void. Dark Moon. So people have been predicting that 3 days of darkness. And that 3 days of darkness can look like a lot of different things. I know that a lot of readers have predicted that when that great flash happens in the 3 days of darkness, they keep saying, it's not nuclear, it's not nuclear. But what I'm getting right now, I'm not getting that it's nuclear, but what I'm getting is like there's a great flash with a nuclear explosion, and then it creates a mushroom cloud, and that creates darkness because the sun is blocked out by all the dirt and debris that are sucked up into that mushroom cloud. And then, again, as a lot of different channelers have talked about, during those 3 days of darkness, we're not supposed to go outside because there is a gas cloud. If you have questions about this, I'm not an expert, so if you ask me questions in the comment section, I'm probably not going to have the answer, but I would recommend this book. So this is by Ann Tucker. She is on YouTube. You can find her channel. She talks about all of this stuff in depth. And this book is amazing because it's literally what we're kind of talking about. It's what to expect. It's all the things that are coming. And she channels angels. So this is a channeled book. And the nice thing about this book is that if you read this, it's going to give you an incredible sense of peace. And that's like the most important thing, right? That's what we're always talking about. Keeping your vibration as high as you can. Don't live in fear. Fear isn't going to help you, right? And these things haven't happened yet. So we need to be present. We need to live in the now. We need to experience our life and enjoy it. Um, so if you're curious about what's coming and you're a little bit nervous or scared, go pick up this book. It will give you so much peace of mind. Okay. All right. Not sponsored by Ann Tucker. Okay, moving on. And you know what? I just noticed that light is really bright on the cards. So let's see here. What can I do to make that not as bright? I'm going to pull the cards down here. It's going to be a little low, but that way at least you'll be able to see them. Okay, you guys? Is that a little bit better? All right. And the other interesting thing about this is it's the number one. This is the beginning, right? It's not the ending. And that's what I tell you guys too. Like, this isn't the end of the world. This is the beginning of this amazing experience that we're all going to get to experience together. If you look at this person, they're just like lying down. And I feel like the first part of this experience is going to be this darkness and having to go within and finding that peace, but knowing that you're at the beginning and not the ending. Okay? All right. Okay. The next card we have is extremes. Okay. So it's going to be a tough, transition time that's coming up for us. These people, this person is sweating, their body's being put through like, extreme heat. You look outside, it's all red and glowing. But you know what I notice? There's this glass of water, and the glass of water actually looks like really cold. So it's like there is that option. We don't have to go through these extremes. We have that option of being in that reality where there is that ice cold glass of water, and we are good. Right? It's so funny. I'm just like, I rarely use this deck for this type of a reading, but I felt really called to do it. And it's so amazing to me, like all this symbology of how this is just, it's telling such a story. If you look behind this person, there's a book on the table. And reading is so important. I would really encourage you to have like paper books on hand, because if something, happens, right? And we don't have power, you're not going to be able to access any of your digital content. So that's why I love a paper book. I just can't read a digital book. I can't do it. I need a paper book. There is so much knowledge to be gained that's in books. And that's, my channel, Bobbie Reads and Bobbie Reads Tarot. It's about like looking for those answers and seeking that knowledge. So this is going to be a time for you to seek knowledge, to learn, look for truth, look for answers, because it's there, but you have to look for it. Okay, now let's move on to the next one. Sovereignty. And she's holding an earth. She's holding a globe. So after going through these things, what we're headed towards is this new earth energy, this sovereignty energy. This is Queen of the Moon. This is divine feminine. People have been talking about how we're shifting from the divine masculine to the divine feminine. And this would be that shift to the divine feminine. This is going to be Mother Earth, Gaia, taking back her power. We're going to see weird things happening. I said in one of my prediction videos, I think it was last week, that there was going to be an earthquake in the Pacific. And there was just an earthquake at what I'm gonna butcher the name, but of the island, but it's like Okay, well, that doesn't sound right, but it was like Ventua something. Anyway, sorry, I'm totally butchering that. But there was just an earthquake in the Pacific Ocean on an island. Um, so we're starting to see these rifts, these cracks, these fissures. Things are going to start coming up from the earth. Lava, magma. I've been talking about that. Eruptions, weird eruptions, lava coming out of weird places. Yellowstone National Park, Old Faithful. I think we're going to start to see some weird lava activity there. And what's happening is Mother Earth, or, Gaia, she has to release all of these toxins. She's alive as well. We have just brought all of this energy, right, to her surface, and it's built up and built up and built up, and she has to release it. And that's what we're going to see. We're going into this divine feminine energy, but with divine feminine, you have to go through birthing pains. And so this is the period of the birthing pains. 4 and 1 together is 5. 5 is the number of change. Change is coming, big change. But this is change for the better. This is absolutely change for the better. This is a positive change. Focus. Again, we had 41, now we have the inverse, 14. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 is change. Focus, stay focused, okay? Stay focused on raising your vibration. Stay focused on your spirituality. Stay focused on loving yourself and loving others. It's all about self-love, all right? And it's interesting because this card has a butterfly. Butterflies go through that transformation process. It's used in like every metaphor, the little caterpillar going into the cocoon and emerging a butterfly. But that's like really appropriate for what I'm talking about here with this focus, because this is talking about the whole reason we come here to Earth, my opinion, is to learn to self-love, to learn to love ourselves, to not have to need an external love, look outside of us, but to really, truly be complete in ourselves. That is my opinion of why we come here. And that is a transformation, because the earth and our own internal dialogue is very much designed to not make us feel like we are loved. And this card is a reminder that true love, real love, does not come from an external source. It doesn't come from a boyfriend, girlfriend, lover, child, parent. It's never gonna be enough. That's why we have so many issues, right? Because we feel like we were never loved enough. Well, that's because we were looking without for something that can only be found within. Once you love yourself, once you figure that out and you really, really love yourself, then you can experience love in a much different way. Okay? You can experience love on such a deeper level, on a level where you really, truly appreciate your partner because you really, truly appreciate yourself. Oh, excuse my little dog. She's coughing. Okay? That's very much that energy of focus on yourself, focus on eyes on the prize. Okay? And this card, she even has her eyes closed. She's looking within. She's not looking out. Her eyes are closed. She's looking within. So remember to stay focused. Oh, then we have creation. This talks about, see, there's blueprints here. So we get to design the life that we live. We get to design our own experience. We are constantly in a state of creation through our thoughts, feelings, emotions. So when you feel like you've been cheated, you're putting out the energy of being cheated. So the universe knows, we know like attracts like, so the universe is going to continue to push that energy to you so that it grows and it grows and it grows, right? So if you can focus your energy on self-love, excuse me, self-love, loving yourself, creating a future where you love yourself, you treat yourself with kindness and respect, therefore being able to treat others with kindness, respect, love. We create that. We can't wait for someone else to do it for us. We can't wait for people out there to be kind, because let me tell you, it's not going to happen, because the energy is so whacked on the earth right now that if you're waiting for people to change, then you are going to be really sorely mistaken, because it's not going to happen. A good example of this is my son gets bullied, and it's a whole thing. I've had conversations with the school. He has a therapist. I'm all over it. So, but what I try to tell my son is that if we are expecting those bullies to change, then we're going to be really disappointed, because they're not going to change. I mean, maybe they'll change, and we can wish them well, and we can manifest good things, but come on, let's be realistic. Those bullies are never going to change until they go through a major experience that changes them. But right now, nothing we say or do is going to make them behave any differently. So we can decide. If we know that these people are going to behave in this way, and we know that they're small-minded, and that we know that they're not even small-minded, but closed-minded, they're not open, they're not awakening. If we know that they're in that space and they're in that energy and they're so low vibration, then why should we allow them to bring our vibration down? We don't live there. That's not our problem. And when you start to look at people through that lens, you can become very objective. Once you can become objective, you can begin to create. And you can create amazing things that come from a good place. I heard this reference to something called the drama triangle. And the drama triangle is that when you're not conscious of what you're doing, right, you will exist in this drama triangle. And what the drama triangle is that you are always seeking to be, oh, here's a triangle. We're always seeking to be, or we're always looking for the dynamic in every situation, right? There's always a bully, there's a victim, and there's a rescuer. Think about when you talk to people. Listen to the stories you tell. Listen to the stories they tell you. You're going to start to find that everything is revolving around who is the bully, who is the victim, and who is the rescuer. Once you can see that, you can take yourself out of it and say, whoa, I don't want to be a bully, a victim, or a rescuer. I just want to focus on me and raising my vibration and not being stuck in this drama triangle. I heard that and it blew my mind. It totally blew my mind, because it's so true. And I exist in it. I think all of us exist in it. So when you can see these things that are happening that are not serving you, they're not doing you any services, then you can come over here and you can choose to create something different. And that's going to be the experience. It's going to be this experience of creation, because we're starting with nothing. We're starting with void. And in that void, we have that space to create anything we want. Okay? Power. It's the full moon. We're going to step fully into our power at the end of whatever this is. Okay, so I was asking about from now till 2026. So within that time frame, we are going to step into our power. Again, there's a feminine image on this card. So we're stepping into that divine feminine power. Let's see here. Where do I want to put my cards? I'm trying to keep them out of that glaring light. Okay, and I feel like this is going to be the last card. So let's take a look and see what it is. Actually, no, I think we need to do 2 more cards. We're going to do 2 more cards. Okay. The path. So now we're going to have this. See, there's a ladder, and the ladder is taking her to a portal, and it's going from the old to the new. So after this stuff happens, that is when that transition is going to fully happen, when we make that ascension from the 3D to the 5D. It's going to come after this. We have to fully step into our power before we're able to have that. I know a lot of people are like, that follow this kind of stuff. They're like, why isn't this like, come on. People are being impatient. Like they want to, like, can we just hurry up and get there? I kind of feel like that, sometimes like, can whatever is going to happen, just happen so we can just move on. So I feel like that, but this card is very much telling me, be patient. Be patient. It's a path. It's a journey. It takes some time. You can't just, race up the ladder because you're going to fall. You've got to like go up the ladder. It's going to take a minute. It's going to take some time. So this is going to be a process. It's going to be a journey. So give it time to unfold because it is unfolding. We're in the midst of it right now. Okay, this is going to be the final card. I feel like this is the final card. What is the final message you have for us, Spirit? Attraction, 44, super moon. Oh my gosh, you guys. It's all about what you manifest. It's all about the law of attraction. Like attracts like. Keep your thoughts as high vibration as you can. Okay? Because you are in this mode of creation right now. It is happening right now. And this is your secret weapon. This is the key. It's all about manifestation. You do not have to experience, there's going to be some really rough stuff. But you know what's interesting is that in this reading, it started off with, okay, this is what you're going to go through. It's going to be rough. But then it goes into all of these really beautiful cards, these really helpful cards. Okay, you need to focus. You're going to be creating. It's going to take some time. But you're going to get power. It's like telling you everything that you need to prepare yourself. And I feel like if you're someone who's watching this, if this video has found you, then obviously you are on the right path. You are going the right way. Keep doing what you're doing. If you're feeling nervous, like what happens if something bad happens, just know you're not attracting that, okay? You're attracting this transition into the 5D. Oh, I never noticed this before, but look, it's a person sitting on a road. It's that journey. Yeah, it's that journey that we're going to go through, but the power and what we're able to do, oh my gosh, after when we go through the transition, it's going to be amazing. Okay, you guys, I know that was a little esoteric. If you hung out with me, thank you so much. I appreciate you. If you're still here and like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're ever curious to know where I get my decks, in the description box down below is a link to my website. And on my website, I have all of the different decks listed, and I show the pictures, and then you click on the picture, it takes you right to the link where you can buy it. So super easy. Also in the description box is a link to join my members only little thing here on YouTube, and that's really cool. We do member exclusive lives where I answer your guys' questions. I pull cards for you. It's a lot of fun. We look at all kinds of things. We look at things political. We look at things personal. We look at things spiritual. So if that sounds like something that you want to participate in, check that out. And finally, if you have not yet subscribed, please click that little circle right there, boop, 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 so that you can hang out with me whenever I upload new videos. Thanks again, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.